A cordial welcome to all my dear students. Today we are going to read a new story from your book New Voices, and the name of the story is The Ugly Duckling. But before we read the story, let us know the meaning of the word ugly. When something is not pleasing to our eyes, or we can say when something is very unattractive, we call it ugly. The opposite of beautiful is ugly. Today we are going to read about a ugly duckling who felt very miserable and lonely as he was laughed at by his friends and siblings. But with time, a drastic change came in his life, which transformed his life. So, let us read the story to know what change came about in his life. Once upon a time, down on an old farm lived a duck family. Mother Duck had been sitting on a batch of new eggs for some days. One nice morning, the eggs hatched and out popped four chirpy ducklings. But one egg was bigger than the rest and it didn't hatch. Mother Duck could not remember laying the fifth egg. How did it get there? Tock tock. The little prisoner was pecking inside his shell. Did I count the eggs incorrectly? Mother Duck wondered. But before she had time to think about it, the last egg finally hatched. A strange looking duckling with grey feathers that should have been yellow gazed at a worried mother. So, who lived on an old farm? A duck family lived on an old farm, and the mother duck was sitting on a batch of new eggs for some days. What is a batch of new eggs? That is a group of new eggs. But why was she sitting on a batch of new eggs? So that she can keep the eggs warm and the chicks which are inside the eggs can grow properly. And one fine morning, the eggs hatched, and four happy and cheerful ducklings came out of the eggs. But there was another egg, the fifth egg, which was very different. How was it different? It was bigger than the other four eggs. Not only that, it did not even hatch. Now Mother Duck started wondering. As far as she could recall, she has laid only four eggs. She couldn't remember about the fifth egg. At that point of time when she was trying to remember what happened, someone knocked from inside the egg. Who was it? The little prisoner. Now, who is the little prisoner? The chick, or you can say the duckling who was inside the egg has been referred to as the little prisoner because he was not able to come out of the shell. Then soon the last, that is the fifth egg also hatched, and out came a strange looking duckling. Why was it strange? Because unlike the other ducklings, it had grey feathers. And while all the other ducklings, what kind of feather they had? They all had yellow feathers. But this fifth duckling, it had grey feathers. I can't understand how this ugly duckling can be one of mine, she said to herself, shaking her head as she looked at her last born. The ducklings grew quickly, but Mother Duck had a secret worry. Well, the grey duckling certainly was not pretty, and since he ate far more than his brothers, he was outgrowing them. As the days went by, the poor ugly duckling became more and more unhappy. His brothers didn't want to play with him. He was so clumsy. and all the others on the farm laughed at him. He felt sad and lonely while Mother Duck did her best not to hurt him in any way. Poor little ugly duckling, she would say. Why are you so different from the others? And the ugly duckling felt worse than ever. He secretly wept at night. He felt that nobody wanted him. Nobody loves me. They all tease me. Why am I different from my brothers? So we see how rude the siblings and the friends were to the ugly duckling. But why? It was only because of his unattractive looks. They felt that he was very clumsy and they all ill-treated him. This made the ugly duckling very sad. In addition to these, the words of sympathy and comfort saddened him more, and he set off in search of solace. Then one day at sunrise, he ran away from the farmyard. He stopped at a pond and began to question all the other birds. Do you know of any duckling with grey feathers like mine? But everyone shook their heads. We don't know anyone as ugly as you, they said. The ugly duckling did not lose heart and kept on asking. He walked and walked as far away as he could, and at dawn he found himself in a thick bed of reeds. If nobody wants me, I will hide here forever. There was plenty of food, and the duckling began to feel a little happier, though he was lonely. One day at sunrise, he saw a flight of beautiful birds fly overhead, white with long slender necks, yellow beaks and large wings. They were migrating south. If only I could look like them just for a day, said the duckling admiringly. Winter came and the water in the reed bed froze. The poor duckling left home to seek food in the snow. He dropped tired to the ground, but a farmer found him and put him in his big jacket pocket. I will take him home to my children. They will look after him. Poor thing, he has frozen. The duckling was showered with love and care at the farmer's house. In this way, the ugly duckling was able to survive the bitterly cold winter. We see that as the duckling did not find anyone of his kind, that is, duckling with grey feathers, he took refuge in a bed of reeds, where he got not only food in plenty, but also happiness that he was in quest of. Then one day, seeing a flight of birds migrating south, he wished to be as beautiful as them just for a day. Now, who are the migratory birds? When winter sets in and it becomes very difficult to survive because of the cold weather, there are some species of birds, they travel thousands of miles to find a favorable place. Then again when winter goes away, they come back to their place. They are the migratory birds. So it was winter now, and what did our ugly duckling do? The ugly duckling, he did not get any food because the water in the reed, it has frozen. So he was in search of food. He has started walking, and as he walked for long, he was so exhausted that he fell to the ground. But he was lucky enough because a kind-hearted farmer, he discovered him and he put him in his big jacket pocket. He took him home where he was given great love and care, and thus the ugly duckling survived. He could survive the harsh cold winter. However, by springtime he had grown so big that the farmer decided, I will set him free by the pond. That was when the duckling saw his reflection in the water. Goodness, how I have changed! I hardly recognize myself. The flight of swans went north again and glided onto the pond. When the duckling saw them, he realized he was one of their kind and soon made friends. We are swans like you, they said warmly. Where have you been hiding? It's a long story, replied the young swan, still astonished. Now he swam majestically with his fellow swans. One day he heard children on the river bank saying, Look at that young swan! He is the finest of them all. And he almost burst with happiness. So we see that how the life of the ugly duckling changed. As he grew up, he realized that he actually belonged to the family of swan. Okay, and when he was praised and appreciated by the children, he felt on top of the world. He felt to be the happiest person in the world. So what do we learn from the story? We learn that no one should be ill-treated based on one's outer appearance, because we are after all God's creation, and because all things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all.
All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all. Each little flower that opens, each little bird that sings, He made their glowing colors, He made their tiny wings. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all.
I hope you all enjoyed the story. So bye all of you and have a nice day.